Good morning, good morning, good morning. Tuning into the episode of the Wonderkind Morning Show. What's good, everybody? Abdi first in here. What's good, man? Yo, producer, good morning. Delvon. Oh, you in here early, bro? He's like, I'm in here. Well, I am. Dab on the one time. Money Mike, money. What you doing, man? King Blaze, what's good, my bro? Roy T, you in here? All right, bro, I see you. Usually I catch you on Fridays. Glad you in here, bro. What's it called? Everyone's just saying good morning. Yami, good morning. Eli Sports God, Nitro, what's good? Eli. Yami Yugi. Antonio Williams, morning flock fan. Hey, good morning to you too, man. Hey, we got a good show today. Yo, I told y'all, Professor Waldell, hey! I told y'all about the Drake situation. Try to tell y'all, some of y'all are Drake fans, and you're seeing the reverberating effects from him doing what he was doing. We're going to get into that, but also Ravens OTAs, second week starts today, of course. What do you want to see? What are we looking at? A lot of narratives from the media's going on right now. So we got some stuff to cover. So first off, let me just start off by saying this. Def Jam, if this ever makes its way to you, you guys are fools. Fools. Listen, guys. If y'all are just waking up, y'all don't know. Remember, I do all Hot Topic sports. Y'all know mostly sports with Hot Topics. And right now, Def Jam, the Clipse, if you didn't grow up in the 90s, you don't know what the Clipse are. Because everybody knew grinding. Grinding, right? So, Clipse, Pusha T, his brother Malice, and they were supposed to come out with a brand new album from Clipse. Now, they were going to do it under Def Jam. They were going to collaborate a song with Kendrick Lamar. If you do not know who Kendrick Lamar is, you know you do. Oh. He's the one that bodied your man's Drake. You feel me? Bodied him. Body to body. Oh, body to body. Bodied that brother. Right? Drake, instead of taking the L, how you're supposed to do and just keep coming out with hot, dope music to counter it, he said, Your Honor, I'm suing. Order in the court. It's I'm taking you to court. How dare you say lies about me in a rap song, even though I said lies about you in a rap song. How dare you? How dare you? Oh! And then that pretty much been the reverberating effect of him losing back-to-back times to Pusha T and to Kendrick. And now Def Jam with the opportunity to put out the first Clipse album in well over decades. What was the last Clipse? Like 2 decades ago? Everybody's looking forward to it. Hip-hop enthusiasts are looking forward to it. They say, look, you cannot put out a verse. We don't want you working with Kendrick. It's pretty much too much for having one. It's enough having one person go up against Drake. Having both, now we're not doing that. So he said, all right, bye. And he was dropped from Def Jam. Now, I'm not a big Rock Nation guy, even though I grew up big loving Jay, because I loved Jay growing up. He did an independent deal, then did all of the marketing, everything else through Rock Nation. So this is where everything is fell for hip-hop. And it's terrible. It's totally terrible. I want to remind you of some of the disses that have happened. No Vaseline, Hit 'Em Up. You feel me? What's the one that Cameron had against Jay? Like, you've had a lot of disrespectful, gutter diss records. Y'all remember when Beanie Siegel was going against the Locks? Right? That's Jada Kid Styles and them. You remember when they were beefing and stuff like that? State Property and them? How gutter that was? We seen what happened with the beef between 50 and Ja. Like, that's the sport of hip-hop. What gets me mad about people that come in here and be like, no, because they're just looking at it from a Drake stan, a Drake fan's perspective, is that every genre of music has their own rules. I want to remind everybody, and I want to make sure this is a profound statement. Every genre of music has their own rules of establishment. And I don't care how you feel about it. Those are facts. You see country music, right? You see it, right? Or you saw what happened with Shabuzi and Beyonce, right? Because they have their own rules that dictate how they govern their genre. They might have crossover appeal in hits that go to popular music, which is pop music. That's what it stands for, popular music. But all these genres have rules that are govern and dictate how the genre is overlooked. Hip-hop is no different. Hip-hop is no different. You go in there, you go in with your verses, your bars, like, what you say about me, bro? I got you. And you go in there with the illest, the realest, the sickest, the biggest. And then you go in and you give it everything you got. What Drake has done is said, no, I'm the biggest artist. I can dictate the rules. I can break the rules, and you better abide by my rules. I'm the king. I'm the emperor. I'm the god of this. And the sad thing about it is that you're doing that. You lessen not only the art form, you cheapen it even further, which you've helped cheapen, to be honest. And then you take away creativity and culture from an already dwindling source within the hip-hop community. That's what you're doing. People forget that, Pusha don't sell like that. Popular music is for popular music, right? You always have crossover appeal. We see what happened. What's his name? Ice, baby. Ba-da-bum, bum, bum, ba-da-bum, bum. One of the biggest tracks of all time, technically under hip hop. MC's Hammer, can't touch this, da-na-na-na. Sold and kept selling. What's his name? I'm gonna bop some tags, and I got $20 in my pocket. Crossover appeal. Was that one with Iggy? That other song with Iggy. You have songs that are designated under hip-hop, but they're actually hip-hop. And they become popular music, popular songs. And people are feeling like now that pop, because hip-hop has become the most popular genre in the world, that hip-hop is pop. No, hip-hop is not hip-hop. Malcolm, Fancy. You remember Fancy? Yes, with her. She's not a great hip-hop artist. They had an Australian acting American. I mean, look, she's a beautiful woman, but come on now, bro. They had Crikey, the Crocodile Dundee, like that, acting like, yo, I be on the block, yak, shocky yak, like that, like, bro. And then expect the culture not to feel a certain way. And that's why I keep trying to tell people, just because you're popular doesn't mean you're totally, what's the word I'm looking for? Accepted. It doesn't mean you're respected. Perfect example, Papoose. Papoose has never had true commercial success. But in hip-hop culture, amongst all of the greats, he's highly respected. Black Thought from the Roots. Highly respected. Sometimes you don't have all the commercial appeal. Now you have some guys that are nice that also get the commercial appeal. They're able to bridge it, do certain things, and hit the right buttons, get the right production, right? Because remember, growing up, we always said Nas lacked production. They say, yo, and I was never a big Nas guy, but they said the biggest problem with Nas is that Nas couldn't pick beats, right? And Nas lacked the production. And so that's why Nas didn't sell the way he was supposed to. Informer, I can get my bum down, and they call that reggae. That's all. Bro, and that's what I'm trying to tell everybody. I don't hate Drake. I'm a realist. I don't hate him. The guy is a talented guy, but once again, you can't dictate the rules. You can't look at everybody and be like, I make the rules, I break the rules, and you better obey the rules. Like, what? And now, remember, he's suing, because I'm giving you guys all the background, he's suing UMG for not protecting him. Right? They were supposed to protect him from Kendrick. Right? Even though he's setting shots, he's like, I'm your biggest artist. Yeah, I could do things, but I'm making you the most money. You're supposed to make sure you protect your biggest money maker. And they're looking at him like, this is hip-hop. Hip-hop has always been done like this. What are you doing? And now they're protecting him again by saying, look, you two can't work on a song together, and he's still suing them. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Exactly. Everybody forget. Big L, rest in peace. Big L was another one. Some of the greatest lyricists just can't translate commercially. And I know some people are going to say, what about Eminem? Eminem is listen, man. I don't bring up Eminem because it's one of those things where Eminem is the white version of Redman. That's what he is. Like, if you ever heard Redman rap, like really heard Redman rap, that's Eminem. I got long draws the size of Godzilla's balls and mother balls, thinking Hong Dong to King Kong, singing all the way from Hong Kong. Like, that's Eminem. But if, once again, Eminem has something that's working for him, and I don't want to get into that too much, but you know exactly what I'm talking about, that helps his appeal. That helps his appeal. If he was of a darker hue, I'm just being honest, he would be Redman. That's what he would be. The drug, the getting high on the verses, everything else, and just giving you straight lyrical bombs, that's what he is. But he's produced by Dre, right? So you have all the high level production, everything going into him, and on top of it, a certain culture of pop culture can relate to him because of the hue of his skin. That's just facts, right? So that's where his commercial success. There are songs that Eminem has come out with that are hits, and you're like, this is trash. Just lose it. Go crazy. Go stupid. Imagine seeing somebody making that song and be like, yo, that's dope. Like, bro, Lupe Fiasco. Yes, and he had, 2 songs? Kick Push. And what's that other song that went real big, too? All right. And the song goes on all night. That was his biggest song to me. And that was the last time he was commercial. Everything else now is underground. And now, mind you, Eminem is a great, but there are reasons to his greatness. He's not, like, if you look at Eminem, he's not gauged the same way all these other guys are gauged. He doesn't have to have club hits to be commercial. Eminem can put out anything he wants in his commercial because of a certain predicament that allows him access into popular music. Yeah, I remember. And Michael Jackson went and bought his catalog. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. People think Michael Jackson's soft. He went out there and said, what do you say? Bet. And bought Eminem's catalog. Y'all didn't know that, did y'all? Michael Jackson owned Eminem's catalogs. So every time his song played, he was getting paid off of it. Just to let y'all know that if you didn't know that. Every natural lyricist, that's just a pure lyricist, never crossed over. Never crossed over. It didn't have appeal. They're like, that's not going to sell. You had to dumb down your lyrics. Like Jay said on one of his songs one time, he was like, if it was all about being like the most lyricist, I would be like Talib Kweli. Truth is, I would probably be rhyming like common sense, but I did 5 mil, and the money just makes common sense. There's a difference. Yeah, most Devin Talib Kweli. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Mind you, I do this. I keep trying to tell y'all there, y'all not gonna catch me off my rocker. I do this. The lyricists rarely are able to be produced or put out commercially to high success. The only one that's been able to do so consistently is Eminem. And there's a reason for that. There's something that he has that all the other rappers don't have. And y'all notice how Macklemore, for as garbage as he was, got Rap Album of the Year, Song of the Year, Artist of the Year, Album of the Year. Get out of here. Kanye's a fool, right? Listen, Jay Electronica's nice. Kanye's a genius, but he's a fool. We've seen the idiotic stuff he's been saying, everything else. I'll never condone foolishness. I'll call foolishness out as foolishness. That's how I am, regardless of somebody might feel about me, right? And we watched him have 3 of the greatest albums from, what's it called? Late Registration all the way to Graduation, and never winning Album of the Year. When everybody said he has the best album, hands down. It's not even close. Everybody knew he did. Who won it those years? Happened with Beyonce on Lemonade. Even though Lemonade is probably Beyonce's best work, right? Who did they give it to? The artist who they gave it to even said the best album of the year was Lemonade, and I made this album because of Lemonade. Some of the aspects of my album came from Lemonade. Like music, that's what I'm trying to tell you. A lot of times when you're doing things, you think, that's why people right now more than ever fight for ownership. Because ownership allows you to dictate how you want to do your business. That's the biggest problem with the music industry right now. That's what streaming, finally when artists figured out how to manipulate the system, and be like, okay, now we can start making more money, streaming stripped away all the power of the artists. That's why I'm telling you, I laugh at Drake fans sometimes because I look at them and I'll be like, bro, Drake is by far the most pushed artist, even on garbage songs. Songs that if another person came out would be garbage. And they push it. Bro, you know how bad it was? I'm not even I don't use Spotify and stuff like that. Or I used to use Pandora a little bit. And I remember I was looking through some playlists. And usually a playlist is dictated by genre of music or type of music. You know what I mean? So if you're like, yo, you want this particular artist is going to have most, like if it's a country artist, let's say if it's Leanne Rhymes, there's mostly going to be country music because Leanne Rhymes is predominantly country music, right? I went into multiple playlists back then when Drake really started getting big. I'll never forget Pandora because Pandora was the only thing we could use when I was working at the prison that could get music until they blocked that too. Drake was on gospel playlists, Christian playlists, reggae playlists, dancehall playlists, contemporary playlists. And I was never big on, when I was young, I was big, but I was never big on country growing up, like getting older. So I didn't join it, but every playlist I went to, Drake was under there multiple times. They've been pushing it. This is why I do not agree. Yes, it was Adele with the Lemonade stuff that I'm referring to. Producer, yes. This is why I can't get behind the Drake stuff. My thing is, everybody loses. Wayne got bodied by Jay. Bodied by Jay. And he still made songs with him and still giving like he's the best. You know what I'm saying? Greatest ever, whatever else it is. And he got bodied by him. Like when you take I think what it is, it's an ego shift for Drake, right? Because when everybody is telling you everything you do is great, and and then you gain validity from those talking processes by how much you sell, how many times people are retweeting you, how big you are on social media, how big you are in the world. Because let's be real, Drake is the biggest artist in the world. This is called context. That you can get lost. It's very easy to get lost. Yes, Jay bodied Wayne. Have you not heard Mr. Carter? You didn't hear when he said, y'all just got baby money? Let's be real. Y'all don't even got my ladies' money? Like, bro, come on. He bodied Wayne. Bodied him. And anybody that knows real hip-hop knows he bodied him. Let's be real. No, it's not like her first album, I believe, is her most commercially successful album. There's a difference. There's a difference. Like, for the longest time, Hard Knock was Jay's most commercially big album. But if I'm picking an album from Jay, I'm picking the Black Album. I'm picking the Blueprint 1 over Hard Knock Life. Not even Hard Knock Life. You feel what I'm trying to say? So that's my point with a lot of the stuff. Like people keep forgetting, like, it's not always the most commercially, and that's the problem with you. You can be separated from your commercially sound and say, this album is better. I'll give you another example. 50's album, third album, not Candy Shop and not Get Rich or Die Trying, right? His third album, to me, sonically, was his best album. But it was the least selling out of three because, let's be real, when you find me in the club, bottle for the bub, mama, I got what you need, in the bub. Like, those songs in I Take You to the Candy Shop, I Let You Lick the Lollipop, right? Those are his biggest commercial songs. Reasonable Doubt's his first album, yes, that's a big one too, but I wasn't super big. Curtis, thank you. I wasn't big on Reasonable Doubt like I wasn't. The Black Album to me is a masterpiece. I can listen from the Black Album from track 1 all the way down. It's a masterpiece. The Black Album to me is Jay's best work. It gives you everything in spades. Tell you the truth, the Black Album should be called the Spades Album. Like straight up, because it gives you everything in spades. Zelly, thank you. I dropped the Black Album, then I back out it as the best rapper alive, man. Ask about me from Bills to Billboard, from Gram to Grammy, from O's the opposite, Orphan Annie. What? Like, come on now, bro. Come on now, bro. Come on now. Like, I do this. And Through the Wire for Kanye. Oh my God, I still love that song. And I hate Kanye's such an idiot. Can't stand it, but I love that song. Even now, they're still using how he altered and tweened the background vocals. And I gotta be in love with me. And because you know he did that for the slow jams. Yeah. Reasonable Doubt is Nitro. Nah, Reasonable Doubt is not Jay's best work. It's not even close. What more can I say? Bro, it's not even close. We can go song for song. It's not even close. The Black Album is Jay's best album. Like, it's Jay's best album. Like, I don't know why. Like I don't know why you do this flex. Like, like, bro, it's not even what's it called? It's not close, bro. It's not close. December 4th, Encore. What more can I say? The interlude with fire also. Come on now, bro. You tripping. Dirt Off Your Shoulder, 99 Problems. Like, bro, I was never big on Change Clothes. I never liked that. Even though I could play it, I could listen to it. It was out of all the songs, Change Clothes was the weakest song on the album. Change Clothes was, to me, the weakest song on the album. And that was one of his biggest commercial songs easily. Dirt Off Your Shoulder. Dirt Off Your Shoulder was, oh my God. Dirt Off Your Shoulder was fire, bro. Timbaland produced, yeah, fire. Got a problem, Jay. Selling out the garden in his day. I'm like a young Marvin in his hay. Disgusting, bro. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I forgot about Moment of Clarity. Oh my God. Like, bro, it's not close, bro. Public service announcement. My name's Ho. H to the O-V. But if you go back to the album, Change Clothes is the weakest song. I Robinson. Oh my God, I'm Jackie Robinson. Only difference is when I run bass, I dodge the pen. Bars! I Robinson. Oh my God, I'm Jackie Robinson. Only difference is when I run bass, I dodge the pen. Oh my God, bro. Oh. You know what my favorite J line is, which is crazy? When he goes, how could you falter? When you're the Rock of Gibraltar, I had to get off the boat so I could walk on water. This ain't no touring order. This is nothing to me. Difficult takes a day, impossible takes a week. I do this in my sleep. I sold kilos of, so I'm guessing I could sell CDs. I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Let me handle my business. Like, bro, fight. And that was off the Diamonds Are Forever song, him and Kanye. Like, Jay, bro, when Jay was on Go Crazy with Jeezy, when they play a new G's, all the dope boys go crazy. Got the dope boys. Bro, bro. I rob, I sin. Oh my God, I'm Jackie Robinson. Only difference is when I run the bass, I dodge the pen. Bro, like look, and look. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I grew up on this. Like, my mother and father were very strict when it came to what I was, but I had a lot of cousins. And a lot of my musical preferences and stuff like that, because I came down from New York when I was very young. So a lot of my stuff came from my older cousins, because I was always around them a lot. So when I remember I remember listening to DMX, I'm sitting there like, okay, going through the lyrics. I remember being able to recite the lyrics in middle school when some of the stuff came up. He was like, how you know that word from? Like, my cousins. When Bone Thugs first dropped, my cousins, like, it is like that. But yeah, bro, Jay nice. But mind you, I don't have to like the person to respect the work. You understand where I'm coming from? Yes, the song Lucifer. I remember that. Lucifer. Yeah. I'm from the murder capital where he murdered for capital. Lord forgive him. He got them dark forces. And I remember it, bro. Like, the Black Album, to me, by far, it's undoubtedly the best album. And it just, like I said, Justify My, oh my God, remember Justify My Thug. It just had everything you wanted in an album. And it gave all the lyrics, all the high-level lyricism to amazing production. Like, it's very rare you get amazing lyricism, amazing songwriting, with amazing production. So that's why the Black Album, to me, touched all base. 444 is probably my third favorite album from Jay, personally. So yeah. Yeah, Get Rich or Die Trying, which is a bigger commercial. Mind you, look who was pushing 50. Tim Rollins was good. That's why I'm trying to tell you, music is so subjective. And in Flex Zone, that's why I love conversations like this, because we can agree to disagree. You're like, nah. Reasonable doubt all day. And I'm like, are you crazy? Black Album, bro. And we're both like, what? Oh. That's why music brings people's thoughts and the way how they break down or digest, not lyrics, sounds, production, and gives you a different viewpoint of how it's viewed. That's why it's so subjective. You understand where I'm coming from? That's why me and you can have this back and forth and still be like, I feel you, bro. I feel you. You understand where I'm coming from? That's why we can do that back and forth with it. And that's the beauty of music. Drake doing what he's doing is taking away the beauty of music, of hip-hop at least. It's taking it away. He's saying it doesn't matter about that. Records are all that matter. It's not true. It's not true. Drake is a tweener. In more ways than one. I'm not going to go into it. He's more ways than one. He's a tweener. He can blur lines because of certain mitigating factors. And because of it, it's allowed him to grow exponentially and be accepted everywhere. $444 is bro. 444 is an amazing album. Amazing album from top to bottom. I was a big Biggie. I'm Jamaican, so Biggie is like default. I'm Jamaican, so like my uncles. I remember my uncles was like, "Yo, best rapper ever, Biggie." You feel me? So that's why, yeah. Are you and Yazir cousins? That's my guy. He nice at rapping. Nah, not Yazir. Nah, Roy T. Nah, we're not cousins. That's crazy because we know each other. So that's why that's crazy. Nah, Yazir not my cousin. Nah. So yeah. Oh, I got to go back through some of the. I was just talking and man, time started to fly. That line at Nitro screaming out his chair. Yeah, it was a little fire. I grew up on this as well. You already know I read that. Reasonable Doubt is pure raw hip hop. No commercial at all. Black Album is a super commercial album. Bro, Black Album is the most balanced, lyrical, and commercial album. Top 3 of all time. Argue with your mom. Like, that's how crazy that album is. When you're looking at an album that checks all marks, gives you everything you need and more, Black Album does it. I could go bar for bar on the Black Album and it will hold up against any other Jay-Z album. On top of it, the commercial appeal with the high-end producers that he worked with, from Pharrell to Tim, because Pharrell did Change Clothes, Tim did Dirt Off Your Shoulder, and I believe he worked with Dre on one of them too. And I forgot who did Dirt Off 99 Problems. Like, come on now, bro, be real. X was not better than Jay. X is nice, but X was not better than Jay. X was a big problem. X was stupid nice, but he wasn't better than Jay. X was something we never seen before. He just hit it and kept hitting it. Like how 50 hit it and kept hitting it. Like that's, like you have people that put their finger to the pulse and just pinch the mess out of it. That was X. That was 50. That was Ja Rule. That was Lil Wayne. Like, because people forget even Lil Wayne, right? Lil Wayne was out for a decade before the Carter 1 came out. Lil Wayne was already a seasoned veteran when the first Carter came out. Murder. People forget Ja was bro, if you weren't singing Ja songs, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying. Black Album. Black Album. Get Rich or Die Trying is not a better album than Black Album. It's not. It got bangers on it. Many men, many men. And that's not even my favorite 50. My favorite 250 verses is 50 on the Victory remix and 50 on the Warrior remix with Eminem and Lloyd Banks. Those are my two favorite 50 verses. Now, oh my God. How did that go again? Listen. The Warrior remix with that's my favorite song with 50 on it. 50, he was a third verse. Killed that song. That's his best verse. I don't care what nobody tells me. That in his verse on the Victory remix. Oh my God, bro. Yeah, X is a monster, bro. If you love hip-hop, you love X. I would never, ever disrespect X. Never. Legend. I'm just saying 50 on that. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. 50 on that Warrior remix had the best verse out of think about what I'm saying, too. Out of Lloyd Banks and Eminem. The best one, what 50? It was 50. 50 had the best. Oh my God. Hold on. I got you right here. And Nate Dogg's on the verse. He's no magician, man. The kid does something out of nothing. So them boys from it, so that like he owe him something. They talk crazy till they send people where to buck him. Ask him if it's a problem, and he'll say, nah, it's nothing. He was gonna help him out, but since they try to, he don't care how they feel. They can hate him or love him. He held his own on his own. The kid is really thugging. He's rich now. He ain't changed. So people think he bucking. He bulletproof everything because people try to buck him. Keep the pistols on his hip. I show you where he tuck off. His best, bro. This is what I try to tell people, bro. Like, I used to be a big hip-hop connoisseur, bro. That was 50's best. I don't care that was his best, bro. Oh, my, Jadakiss is fire. Bro, keep two pistols on his hip. I'll show you where he tuck him. People say they're going to get at him, but they can't touch him. Try to catch a slipping, they creeping, they start busting. Boom! Bro, fire. Listen to saying there's a war. And they had Nate Dogg on the verse, on the chorus. Oh, God. Oh, man. Good times. Hustler's Ambition. No, I'm thinking about Hustler's Music by Wayne. Wait, what was my favorite? Bro, I remember when Wayne was hooking up with Joel Santana. Oh, my God. What's that one song they did? Big City Terrorizer. You could bet some dollars. Bro, that's Jesus. That song, I can't even repeat that song on here. That song was crazy by Wayne and Joel's. Joel's was another one when he came out. Fire. I remember one time I threw the headphones off because Joel was rapping. He was like, I'm so mean and nice with the things I write. Jesus might say Jesus Christ. I was like, oh my, I can't feel my face. Yes. Right till you remember it, right? Bro, I can't feel my face. Yes. Bro. Like, we do this music thing, bro. Man, I was big in it when I was younger, man. I absolutely loved music because I played music. Because most of y'all know I grew up playing drums. So I started playing drums when I was 7. I want to say 6 or 7. And then I became the main drummer at my church at 9. So, and then I went to competitions for drumming in my teenage years. So music and singing also. So I was going to competitions and stuff like that for church and everything else, General Assembly. So that stuff is an integral part of my life growing up. Just music in its purest form. Like, I loved orchestrative music because I played saxophone also from all throughout middle school, high school, certain stuff like that. So I never liked D12. I thought they had one of the funniest songs I ever heard, but I wasn't a big fan of D12. I was not a big fan of D12. Styles P was dope, but Jada was just Jada. Jada was a problem. And to show you how crazy it is, mind you, I buy my music. Remember I told you I don't be with the streaming services. I buy my music. You could go through my stuff. I got plenty of Jada Kiss on here. You know what I'm saying, boy? Y'all already know what it is. Bro, don't play me, bro. I know. God forgive me, but all my music's clean. I don't have the explicit versions and stuff like that. But yeah, Jada Kiss was pause. My band. That song was the funniest. That's the funniest hip hop song of all time. My band, Joanne, my band. Yeah. That song's hilarious. They killed that song. That song is fire. Every time I think about that song, it had me laughing, bro. So I dropped the stage. So I'm on the stage, right? Drop the mic. Walk up to these hot chicks, and I'm on like, sup, baby? My name's Slim Shady. I'm the lead singer of D12, baby. They're like, oh my God, it's him, Becky Omar. You know who God is, Eminem. Yo, bars. I remember Purple Hills. I've been so many places. I remember that. It's blue and yellow, purple hills. I remember that song. And it wasn't really hills. They had to change it and clean it up because back then you had to have a clean version. It was actually pills was the actual first word. Yeah, but I still listen to D12. They get me through some work days when I need a good laugh. Yeah, bro. That was the funniest song I've ever heard. Funniest. Hands down. My band. Oh, my gosh. I think it was hilarious. Who's your top 5 rappers, Nitro? Top 5? My top 5? Or the actual list of top 5? Like my favorite 5 or the actual, because there's a difference. Like you have the greatest of all time, then you have your greatest of all time. Right? So which one do you want me to say? Because if you want mine, mine's a little different. Dead or alive? Oh, my top 5. Oh, okay. Jay, Biggie, Luda. No, I don't want to put it in particular order, but Jay, Biggie's top 2. My top 5. Man, I listen to a lot of hip hop. Jay and Biggie's 1 and 2. That's how that goes. I was a huge Jay fan. Love Jay's music. This is hard, man, because there's so many guys I like. Pause. Big pause. Who would be third? You know what I'm gonna put third? Jada. I'm gonna put Jada number 3. I got to, because I just love Jada's music. I've always loved Jada's music. Ludacris, number 4. Love Ludacris. Ludacris is so Ludacris is so nasty, bro, and he never gets the respect he's supposed to get, bro. Never. Ludacris is number 4 on my list. And then number 5 would be... Who would be my 5th? Mind you, this is my 5. Just mine. I'm not talking about overall greatest, because there's a lot of different factors that factor into that, and you got to also do eras and other things like that break that into it. Also, who would be my 5th? Oh, Busta Rhymes. That'd probably be my 5. I love Busta. Busta's one of the most creatively gifted guys ever. Yeah, that'd probably be my 5. Jay, Biggie, Jada, Luda, Busta. Those are my top 5 rappers of all time. My top 5. Now, if we're getting into like all time, then top 10, I'd put Jay. I put Big number 2. No. I put Jay number 1. I put Pac number 2. I put Big number 3. I'd put LL Cool J number 4. I put Ice Cube number 5. I put Jada at number 6. I put Andre 3000 is my number 10. I know that. Number 7 would be... A lot of guys. Who would be number 7? That's my top 5. I'm gonna leave it. It's too much to think into. I'm sitting here just going through all this stuff. This man said Kiss, X, Luda, Cool G Rap, and Snoop. Oh, that's a good list. Snoop, you always gotta live. Oh, Snoop would be in the top 10 also. That'd be another guy. Cool G Rap was nice too. But so was oh my God. Yeah, I'm going through a brain fart right now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. There's a whole bunch of older thinking of a master plan. Baby, anything you need, come and ask your man. What's his name, man? Forgot it, but yeah. But those would be my top 5. Like, that's the actual top 5, and the other one's my personal top 5. Lil Flip, the only thing we liked from Flip was Game Over. Rakim, thank you. Rakim is in the top 10. I don't know why I couldn't think of Rakim's name. Missy is the greatest female rapper of all time. And you know that now. I wasn't big on Slick Rick. But definitely loved Rakim. Who else there's somebody else I'm forgetting, and he's nice too. It's just that I'm having a brain fart, and I hate when I have brain farts because there's so much stuff that go through my head at one time. I forgot his name. He's a bigger dude. He's a real good rapper. But yes. Nicki is one of the top 5 greatest female MCs, but also KRS-One. Yes, KRS. God, Jesus. There's another one. He's a bigger guy. I can't remember his name. He was sick too. Forgot his name. I actually liked him over KRS-One. Forgot his name though. But Missy to me is the greatest. You know why? Let me tell you why Missy was the greatest female. My favorite female rapper. and who I think undoubtedly is the greatest female rapper of all time. Nicki is a Little Kim clone. Foxy is it's not Big Pun. It's not Pun. Pun is disgusting, but it wasn't Pun I'm talking about. It's an older dude. He was out in like the 80s. It wasn't Pun. I would say every New York dude knows who Pun is. We don't even call him Big Pun. We just call him Pun. But like all those other girls, Cardi, they're Little Kim clones. That's all they are. Like, and people says disrespectful. No, it's fact. It's fact. They're all of their aesthetics, their styles, and all that stuff. They're Little Kim clones. Now, is Nicki still talented? Yes. Is she still one of the top 5? Yes. But that knocks you. That's like Kobe and Michael Jordan. There's a reason why we look at Kobe and Michael as two different things. Because Michael's Michael. Kobe is a Michael clone. Big Daddy Kane, thank you, hey yo. And Scarface. That's in my top. Those are the top 10. Yes, there it goes. And Scarface. But Missy didn't have to be the most sexual to digest her music. She didn't have to be the most risque to like her music. She was just talented. And she gave you high-level production. She gave you creativity. She gave you uniqueness. She gave you bars. Missy to me is untouchably the number one female rapper of all time. Some people like to say Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill doesn't have the body of work that Missy has. I'm sorry. Lauryn Hill doesn't have the body work that Nicki or even Little Kim got. So no, she's not my 2 or my 3. But Missy's my clear-cut number 1. Nah. No, she's not. No, she's not. Lyrically, no, she is not. Missy is lyrical. She would do a lot. You know what's crazy? She gets known for her crazy, like, creative music videos like Busta, right? But lyrically, Missy's up there. Up there. Missy's stupid nice. Stupid nice. She just doesn't get it because of all her creativity, right? And she's so loud with it that's what she was known for. It's the same problem with Busta Rhymes. People don't look at Busta Rhymes as being an amazing lyricist because he's been so loud that you just know the loud stuff. Woo-ha, woo-ha. And you know what I'm saying? And certain stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I'm sorry, bro. What is it called? Because none of them have a better album than once again, what was my argument? I said she does not have the body of work. She doesn't have the body of work. Being the best is not having one amazing season or even having the greatest individual season. It's having the greatest seasons and also still being able to go against the greatest season of that one player. Perfect example, Wilt Chamberlain statistically had the greatest season of all time. The man averaged 50 points, 25 rebounds, and 10 assists a game. Nobody brings that up. Nobody brings it up, right? That's the year I believe he scored 100 points in the game also. It's held up there with like, but there are other seasons, that longevity with it, with that level of seasons is why we have Michael Jordan as number 1. Hey, Tactical Precision was good. I was never an E40 fan. Oh, lip in the good, butts in the butt. I was never big on E40, bro. Never. I'm just being real with you. Never. once again, that the Fugees album, team album, that's not her. She had one amazing album by herself. That doesn't warrant Missy Elliott's longevity, the impact that she had, not just to her albums, but to what Missy was able to do for female hip hop throughout an entire, what was it called, generation and a half. Missy was the most, bro. Sorry, bro. It's not. We'll agree to disagree on that one, Habitual. And I feel you. Lauryn Hill, shout out to her. And I got Lauryn Hill's stuff on here. But I'm sorry, Missy all day. Yeah, we didn't even talk Ravens. I told y'all the Wunderkind Morning Show, you catching everything. We were supposed to talk Ravens, but we got so into the music stuff that it was like, that's another reason why I like the Wunderkind Morning Show. Because if I go off into a tangent, it's not like it's going to kill me. It's one of those, I love sports, but there's other topics in the world that we could touch on for the Wunderkind Morning Show. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you for pointing that out, man. E40, they don't want to see you blessed even when you sneeze. That's a bar. But I could go through bar for bar. Like, I mean, I'm not saying he's trash. He's just not my cup of tea. He's just not my cup of tea. That's what I told y'all. I was never big on E40. Oh, lip in the good, busting the buff in the bud. Yeah, it's my diverse channel. And that's what, and honestly, I feel like that's also what will make me different. Because you just don't get football with me, right? Like, shout out to all the other content creators who are in our same space. I like to touch on other things because I feel like I could do that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Is Remy over? No! Remy is not over Lil' Kim. Stop. It's not being the best and the greatest. It's not just scoring it's just like basketball. It's not just about scoring points. It's about impact. It's about longevity. It's all of those things, championships, rings thrown together. That's what makes the greatest. That's why we put Michael Jordan as the greatest. When you talk longevity, statistics, championships, personal achievements, Jordan checks the boxes at the highest levels on every single one of them. Oh, well, what's his name? Who was a star of his team? Bill Russell won more than him. Yeah, but Jordan outpaced every other superstar in the history of the game. So you have Bill Russell won the most. He's like, just like how statistically Wilt Chamberlain is like an asterisk. The other person behind when it comes to that is Jordan. Scoring. And even when you look at their career averages, him and Jordan are tied all time for the highest career average. And that was after the Wizard years. If Jordan had the Wizard years, Jordan retired with the highest career scoring average in the history of the NBA. Benny Lokini, yeah, man, you already know it's all love, man. Listen, I'll tell you this right now. Y'all don't got to agree with me. Never. Never. We can debate greatness and respect each other's opinions. Somebody said, hey, they got Lauryn Hill. Cool. I got Missy. Some people say they got X over J. No problem, but I got J. That's why I love doing this channel, because we can get all of your guys' thoughts mixed with mine. Usually when people do streams, they don't really look at the chat and pay attention to the chat unless you're paying money. You understand where I'm coming from? And I didn't want it to be just like that. I wanted you guys to have some say in the back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Not just, I only notice the chat if you send me money. No, I want to also respect the chat. Now, if you want to send me money, I will acknowledge you immediately. but I also want the back and forth too. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason why I love this channel. If I had to choose, this is another thing. The Wunderkind Show versus the Wunderkind Morning Show. The Wunderkind Morning Show represents me more. The Wunderkind Show is something I've built from nothing, and everything else is going to come out from. But my pet is this. Actually, that's part of the reason why I love this channel, and I love y'all too. And we're going to build this channel up. Straight up, we're going to build this channel. And I promise you, one day, we're going to look at it one day and be like, wow, we had 400 people, 400 subscribers, 30, 40 people in here at times, going all the way to 1,000 in here at a time, or 2,000 in here at a time, or 3,000, all the way up to 10,000 subs, or 15,000 subs. I can't wait. We're going to build it up that way. Yeah, man. I got to be me. I want, as much as you might not like me, but I'll always be honest and I'll always be authentic. Those are the two things I'll always be. Honest and authentic. That's what you get when you get with me. And I hope that when you hear me talk and you take in my content that I try to give out, that's what you get from me. If you're not, then I'm doing something wrong. The NFL Live, the other channel. When we do the games live and stuff like that, the other channel. But there's going to be times on this channel where we might watch boxing matches live. WNBA games live. The only thing I can't watch live is NASCAR and golf, because I will fall asleep. G-Unit or Dipset. Kush, you're an evil man. Because why would you ask me? Oh. Yo, that is such a mean thing to ask. Oh my God. Commercially, G-Unit. Personally, Dipset. I was a big Jewels fan, man. Big Jewels fan. And I loved Cameron. Loved Cameron. Hey, Ma. What's up? All right. We gonna get hot tonight. You drunk? I'm drunk. I smoke. Me too. All good. We gonna get hot. Like I was downtown clubbing. Ladies' night. I saw a shorty. She was crazy right. So I approached lady like, Ma, what's your age and type? She looked at me and said, you's a baby, right? I told her, I'm 18 and live a crazy life. And I'll show you what the 80s like. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, bro. Like, bro, we do this. We do this. I don't really listen to too much Midwest. You know Nelly got to be number one just because Nelly was the foundation of Midwest music to become commercially sound. He might not be the best, but he was definitely the driving force of Midwest to become a big sound. And Nelly, to me, is he's a hip-hop legend. I loved Nelly growing up. Do the Midwest swing. Ain't got a clip. Ain't got a clip. Oh, Mr. Postman. Way, Mr. Postman. Bro, the Dipset had some of the best beats I've ever heard in my life. They was coming out with some of the craziest mixes ever. Crazy. No, I like Twista, but I wasn't big on Twista. Twista, to me, shined as a featured artist, never shining as just an artist. Like, Twista was one of those guys, you put him as a feature, he's hot. And when you put him on his own stuff, you're like, For the longest time, that's how I felt about Drake. I felt like Drake's best verses came on features. Like, if you want a great Drake verse, go to any song he's done with Rick Ross. And Aston Martin music, chef's kiss. That's probably my top 3 best or greatest Drake verses. When he went on Aston Martin music, oh my God, murdered that song. He murdered that song. Yo, Jesus gosh. Drake murdered that song. Like, I don't know what it is working with Ross, but when Drake works with Ross, he brings out another version of Drake that you don't get on anything else. It's just Stay Scheming. Oh my gosh. Just, yeah, bro. Oh boy, boy. Cash Money. Cash Money had a lot of big hits. Cash Money going on for the 99 to 2000. But I wasn't like, tell you the truth, I like Manny Fresh. He was my favorite person on the Cash Money. I thought Manny Fresh was just funny, bro. Manny Fresh was hilarious to me. I'm the player with the big bubble, and the killer when the red never rock the rubber. And I see that girl over there, but I don't love her. Ballers. Yo. You know what video? Y'all remember Street Hoops? The video game Street Hoops? Bro, I remember that video game had that one song with Master P. You remember, I like the way checking in the thong. Ooh wee. You remember that song? Ooh wee. Ooh baby, you know what you're doing. Ooh wee. No limit on this place. I got this place moving. Ooh wee. Bro, that song used to have me dying. I'm about to show Master P. I'm about it. Make him say, oh, rock a walk. Yo, bro, I listen to a lot of music, man. Drake is best when he works next to Ross. There is not one song that he's done with Ross that wasn't fire. Even when he was on Pop That with Ross. I'm about being single, making double. No, seeing double, making triple. Fire. And I'm on one. Yeah, he killed that one too. But all the songs that he was on as a featured artist, those are Drake's best verses. And his best verses are when he's a featured with Ross. Bro, that Aston Martin music, bro, that's my favorite Drake. That might be my favorite Drake verse. Like, that, bro, that song, bro, when Drake put out, bro, it was just disgusting, bro. Was just killing. What is it called? 4 p.m. in Calabasas. It's not better than his Aston Martin verse. I'll tell you that right now. His Aston Martin verse was crazy. I talk slicker than a pimp from Augusta who just has a linen suit, dry clean. Girls, what's up with ya? I ain't calling the women, but the love it. I took some sense and made a nickel love it. I'm urging all the daughters to kiss their mothers with those lips that all that lipstick covers. You never too grown up to miss and hug her. And girls counting on me to be there like Mr. Rubbers. I'm on some Marvin Gaye, like a bunch of distant lovers. They ain't the life that I'm used to. Reintroduced to the people I've been introduced to. Did you forget me? Or are you too scared to tell me that you met me in fear that I remember and I wish you could still accept me for me? I miss Memphis, Tennessee. My cousin, my dad. The simplistic beauty that all the Southerners have. I'm halfway across the world with dozens of bags, feeling like all 4 members of Color Me Bad. Bro, he killed that song. My favorite Soulja Boy song is none of the ones you guys like. It's the song that he did with Gucci. I love Gucci Bandana. That's my favorite song from Soulja Boy. Gucci Bandana. Gucci Bandana. Gucci Bandana. Gucci Bandana. Call me Gucci Montana. Gucci left flat. Gucci with that gun. Gucci. Oh my God. Bow Wow was big. Bounce with me, damn, my name and go. Bounce with me. But yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Oh my God, we've been on well over an hour. But guys, that's another episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, guys. Hey, I'm going to say this right now, quick. This is a form of technology. Trivia time. Chat, are you ready? This is a form of technology that came and went faster, probably. The only thing that went faster than it was Blu-ray. We're talking 80s, 90s. What form of technology was it? Let's do it. All right. No. Walkman, it was an establishment. It did not go up fast. Betamax was just a VCR. Dial-up internet, it took a while. It wasn't the CD player either. CDs were out for a while. Floppy disk, that was out for a while too. Remember, they had the floppy disk, and then they had the smaller version to it. No, you guys are close to. If I show, you're gonna be like, bro, come on now. All of your parents used to wear it on their waist. What am I talking about? Come on, guys. Tactical precision with it. Yes! 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 The pager. Listen, man. The beepers. Bro, listen, bro. Yeah, you see how crazy it is? Tactical calls it a pager. Y'all know another beeper. Nah, it was called a pager. The beepers, yeah, beeper pagers are both the same thing. But that's what they used to see, what the numbers used to mean that they would text it out. Yes, the pagers, bro. The beepers. And it would vibrate, you would look at it, then you would go make a call to a telephone or whatever else it was. Yes, bro, because back then, it was too expensive to have a phone, right? And then on top of it, on every corner was a payphone for a quarter. So if there was ever an emergency or someone had an emergency, they would shoot that number to you. You would know exactly what they were talking about, and you would call them immediately. Shout outs to Tactical, because he got that on the top, bro. Listen, man, I'm telling y'all, man, this goes back, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell, bro. This, like, that to show you how far technology has come. Like, pager was here. Everybody had a pager. Some people was carrying 3 pages on them at once. 4 pages on them at once. This man, Abdi Don, said, I got one on right now. Dang. Yeah, everyone say, yo, page me. 80s into the early 90s. Pager. Came and gone. Once the cell phone got smaller, pages was done. Done. Because there was no need for it. Smaller phones became affordable. They became more widely spread. So why would I page you if I could just call you? Then on the calls, I could text you too. Come on now, bro. So pages went right out the window. Doctors used to always have on pagers. Every time. If you were a doctor on call, you had a pager. Yes, no, I have a couple people I know that have house phones. Shout outs to Mother Wright. If you ever watch this, she's one of the mothers of my church. Shout out, she still got a house phone. Shout outs to her. Walkman, the Walkman wasn't even that was the brand of it. It was called a Walkman. But just like how Pampers wasn't Pampers is the name brand. Walkman is the name brand. It's crazy how life is, man. Bro, I love doing this channel, bro. I really do. But guys, that's the episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful morning. I will see y'all later with content from the Wonder Kid Show. Please remember, guys, to like, subscribe, and the notification bell and stuff like that. Please, we're trying to get the 500 subscribers. Remember, I told you it's supposed to be a membership channel for your guys' viewing pleasure. Also, if you want to help donate, if you have, you know what I'm saying, just want to support, bottom of the screen, QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is Money Sign, The Wonder Kid Show. Super easy. But guys, once again, I'm out of here. Have a wonderful day. God bless. And stay safe out in these streets. Y'all know my slogan. Peace. And I'm out of here. Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.
You